So that is why the love and devotion as we know it, the physical plane, is between two persons. The love that we experience that pulls us is with a person, a human being. Somebody can say, I love my dog. My dog is like a human being. I hear people say about their pets, I love my cat. I've never seen anybody loving a pet, forgetting the I and only talking of the pet. Everyone says, I love my pet. When they love a human being, the I is forgotten, beloved is taking its place. There's a difference. The difference, a human being is different. We can love God in the abstract. I love God. But you can't say that when it comes to human being. Pure love will not be able to say, I love this. The big difference. When a perfect living master comes into our life and pulls us with his pure unconditional love, it affects us differently because it's not affecting the mind, it's affecting the soul. It's touching our soul. And that is why we feel pulled by it and without knowing why. The mind can't even understand sometimes why it's happening. I gave the example the other day to some friends of mine. There was an intellectual professor who disputed all that the great master used to teach. He said this is all man-made. There is no divinity in it. There is nothing divine. Religion is also just made up for people to just have something to lean on. It's just an escape from the suffering of this world. And spirituality is also another kind of religion, new religion. These are all new religions as an escape from our problems of this world. So he would come and discuss with great master. Master, I don't believe anything that you say. You talk very forcefully, but that doesn't mean that it becomes true just by your forceful talk. Because I can tell you this, anybody can make up the stories that you're making. There may be no such current, maybe no true home, there's nothing, and just big stories have been made up, like you, Master, and then you come and teach people, do this, do this. I don't think I'm interested in any of this. Great Master said, Professor, you have a right to think the way you like. I have the right to believe what is my experience. My experience happens to be a little different from yours. So we have the right, each of us, to have our own opinion. And I respect your opinion because that is your experience. Thank you. The man went away. Next week he was back to tell the master the same thing all over again. He said, Master, I don't believe anything that you say. Master said, yes, you told me last week also. And I agree that that's your experience, that this is not a believable thing. It's just made up, man-made. Somebody has designed a great big picture of spirituality and we people are trying to use it to make it real. Maybe it's not real. Maybe you are right. Third week, he's again there on that weekend. He said, Master, what you teach is not right. He said, but I want to ask you, you told me the same thing 2 weeks. Why you come again? He said, I don't know why. I like to come. How do you explain this? The mind is trying to say no, and something is saying yes. Of course, he became a very good disciple of Great Master. Very good disciple. And got good experiences. Great Master used to say, giving me that example of that man, that if you are an intellectual with a lot of doubts, and you clear your doubts, and then you make faster move than those who only move on doubt, on faith. Pure faith can lead to a breakdown of faith if something bad happens in this life. Because we collect all the information about Master's work from what is happening in our life. Good things are happening, Master. All your kindness, all your grace. You can see your grace. Bad thing has happened, Master. How could that be? Can you be a master if you did this to us? Faith is gone. On the other hand, when you assimilate the information, the limitation of the mind through intellect, and you discover the limitation of your own mind, own intellect, and then move forward, that faith is far more firm and stable. So he used to say there's advantage in both situations. Anyway, I'm just sharing this information to you because don't take it one method or the second method as preferable or not. They come into our life as we need them.